So you got questions, we have answers. Okay, question 1. Does this affect iMessage to SMS communications? The answer is no. Really, this change can only be effectuated when it's iOS to iOS. In other words, blue bubble conversations. If you're having green bubble conversations, that is, you're having iPhone to non-iPhone user text messaging, none of these new iOS 16 message features will make a difference. Not to mention that if you're using iOS 16 and the participants are not, in other words, they're on older, unupgraded iOS versions, this change won't affect them either. Question number 2. How will the edit feature manifest within the front-end interface, that is what the users see, and in the back-end databases, that is what the forensic examiners are able to uncover? So it will be denoted as an edited message within the front end, and it will be reflected as an edited message on the back end along with the date timestamp. What is missing, however, is the original message that was changed. That will be encrypted, and we believe the decryption keys will be flushed to that original message such that it can't be human readable. So the only thing that will remain after the message has been edited is the new content, not the old content. Question number 3. What will message recalls, or AKA unsend of messages, look like? So in the front end, it'll be manifested as unsent, right? There will be a notation as such. On the back end, much like edited messages, the original content won't be available, but the date timestamp of the message recall will be recorded. Question number 4. The ability to recover deleted messages. Now this is really interesting because Apple has taken a total 180-degree shift here. Since iOS 12 forward, iPhones have been flushing or purging the decryption key for any deleted messages in the back end. Now they've disappeared completely from the front end. With iOS 16, however, deleted messages get moved into a deleted message folder, much like deleted photos get moved into a deleted folder. So what's the upshot of this? When we talked to the audience, there was general agreement that the edit and unsend features for iOS 16 iMessage are not beneficial to industry. In other words, these are perceived as negative changes. Insofar as the recovery of deleted messages is concerned, this was looked at as a plus or a benefit, a pro to the iOS 16 iMessage changes. Now, that capability is at our fingertips. So let's think about this from a preservation perspective. These iMessage changes have the ability for custodians to alter the nature, content, and context of messages if they are edited or recalled. That's the potential spoliation of evidence, especially since the original message is no longer available. We do get indication that the messages have been edited or unsent, but remember, this feature is only available for 15 minutes. That is, the user only has a 15-minute window to alter messages. The opportunities are going to be very limited, and the notation of those edits or recalls will be within the forensic record. Does that mean that we shouldn't take measures to mitigate that feature? One idea was to turn off iMessage completely within iPhones or other iOS devices. Now, there are features that users really enjoy that are only supported when iMessage is turned on. But if you subject a user to a SMS only, in other words, traditional text message only existence, there could be some pushback. But those cons or inconveniences for the users need to be weighed against the obligation to preserve. I want to thank my co-panelists. We had a great time preparing together, and I think the delivery of the content during our panel was excellent. That's Rick Clark with Cloud9, who moderated the panel, Melissa Weberman with Arnold Porter, Alicia Hawley with Oric, Aaron Perzak with Parent Discovery, and FTI Consulting, the company I work for. And if you aren't already, give me a follow if you like this kind of content. And feel free to interact in the comments if you're interested in the latest and greatest with iOS 16 and what that means for our industry.